One thing that's important for me to also say is like, you know, when I learned from Osho, I learned a lot of things. Um, I, I'm not interested in changing people's religions or how they believe or how they feel. People may have the misunderstanding about that. Um, just like when I spent my time with American Indians, you know, I never try to get people to look at the life the way that the American Indians do. Or when I was in China, they showed me different ways of culture. And, you know, I always try to let everybody be free with their own belief in their own way. So when I made DVDs to try to help people, those DVDs are a big expression of me. I naturally didn't make any DVD about religion because I feel that that's people's inner, and they get in their own country, they have what they'll need there. My emphasis was making a DVD about, one, helping people stop smoking. That was one of the first DVDs that I made. And a lot of people come to me all the time and they say, Mano, we don't smoke anymore and we feel better. And also our emotions are better because you helped us with that. So when I was at the listening ear, they showed different techniques for housewives with stress, how to beat the cushions so they wouldn't beat their kids, or to get people to go out on a walk. And I tried to study all those techniques really, really well. And a lot of my psychologist friends said, Mano, it's like you really got some insight on different ways to make people feel better. And we also feel good being around you. And, you know, I tell people one of the reasons I feel so happy in life is very simple, is that I like to run a lot in the forest. Yeah, I like to run. I like to feel the endorphins go up, and you know, and I like to make sure that, like, I don't put my negative emotions on anybody else. That was the important thing that I learned, is that, like, don't put destructive emotions to people around. You know, try to transform them with your heart. So I've been having a happy life, and, you know, a lot of people love me, and I love a lot of people, and a lot of people wanted me to give just a heart-to-heart talk about, you know, how I see life and what I feel and what makes the clock inside me move. I always tell people, like, if you had a difficult beginning in your life, try to make the other part of your life more better. Yeah, don't decide if you had a difficulty in the child or at school, or that you weren't lucky in love, that you always have to be that way. You know, I just tried to, what I did is I just studied extra hard, did extra sports, did extra movements, found ways to balance emotions, learn from as many people as I can. And slowly, slowly, what I found is that everybody has a really big goodness in their heart. And my heart became more happy, really happy, with a lot of gratefulness. I want to thank all the beautiful Russia, the trees, and all the friends for, you know, my time and my experience here. It's been a really nice gift, because the people here are not so much in competition. Like in America, they get a lot of politics, and it's not so safe to walk around the street. Russia's much safer. So there's a more of a family energy as the people here, and I think that's a really good things. If I've been able to help a lot of people and share from my experience and make people happy, I'm very thankful about that. That's always been important to me, to wherever I go, to try to make it a little bit nicer than it was when I was there before. Yeah, so I've had a lot of beautiful friends. I've learned a lot from people in a lot of different ways. A really, really good dentist in Russia. It's really nice, and the care, much better personal care than what I could find in the U.S. People were so friendly to me. So yeah, that's a little bit what I wanted to say, and you know, a lot of people ask me about also the Extra Sense TV show, and you know, I want to say that, like, nobody knows everything, and you know, to me, people get too much, like, maybe people get too much not understanding the real life, because the real life was that we all have to work for good solutions. Yeah, that there's. I was always telling people, I don't believe in magic, I don't believe in curses. I just like the good way of work hard, try to find out what your problem is and do that. So I like everybody to remember me more like as a simple guy who really loves life. And there's a story, like, two people had to dig a hole, yeah, because nobody had water, and they had to dig the hole like 3 meters deep that they could find water. If I was one of the people helping to dig the hole, I would keep digging even till it came to 4 or 5 meters, because if that's what we had to do to find water, I would keep digging. It's very important whatever we can do to make life good, that we'll do that.